Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game.
They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
The numbers for Jones last week, 15 carries, 63 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So here are the Chiefs now backed up for their first drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Comes and he goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks, got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's to the former Giant, Odell Beckham.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so because...
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Peyton Turner just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From midfield now, Burrow. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw now. Here's Love.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
Kansas City touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
94 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least Then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Peyton Turner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Forced out to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
A 1st down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Love. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Barkley again.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Barkley.
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Burrow. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. The left side completion to Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Peyton Turner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They just...
And he's going to go down again. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Here's Love. And his throw is incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, That's when things start to get real for a ball club.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Yeah, the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and it is 28-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Haynes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So we've reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Now Jones. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what. whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Peyton Turner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Play action this time with Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Love now. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Pick me up. Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. That catch good for only a couple.
And quickly, they get to the line.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. He will push his way down to about the 14. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Love, this is 3rd and goal. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He hits Adams complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Haynes. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Now it's Burrow. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Third and 2, now Burrow. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. To the air again, Burrow looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And New York set to take the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Adams.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Haynes.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow. Quickly to Hawkinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, Barkley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 99 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. They find some open field here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A handoff to Barkley. And they're going to score again. Yet another as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 31, Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. First down, going to the air with Love. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And another road day.
day. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
And look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Allen's throw taken in there by Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you. I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he's got it at the 2. Touchdown, Chargers. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. He dumps it off to Barkley. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Now he's forced out left.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Allen's throw is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run with Harris. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
Oh, he gets free left side.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard
here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Love now to pass on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Allen going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Allen again. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And that's complete to Cooks. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Damian Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Well, Charles, you know, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Going back to Love. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2nd and 16.
Throwing. Love. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. From the 27, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daquan Jones. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
Allen. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now Jones.
Nothing here! Nothing here!
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. KC's offense ready to take over.
And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Love's throw into the hands here of Hardman.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Love from the gun. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man. Complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards it. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Allen to throw once more. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Throwing is Allen on third. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Gesicki as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Now Jones.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll make it second down.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half, Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So thanks to... And just like that, on we head to half number 2. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well. So now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Damian Harris, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Love taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. More from L.A. in a moment. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. Out right to Bourne. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second down at 5. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love to Barkley on the check down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Open man is Chase, complete.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for...
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 38 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On play action, Allen.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Bourne. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, Don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Allen, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Love. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. On 4th down, Love. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now they run. It's Mason. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Allen off the play fake. He's got Mason complete. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to drop it well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. One final try here for Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw now, here's Love. Flushed out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st and 10, Love. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Love now to pass on 1st down. It's caught. Beckham. And down inside the 15 he goes. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Allen. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Throwing is Allen.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on first. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of... Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
Now Jones.
The Chiefs offense set to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to...
And got his man complete. The 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 6. A little over 20 seconds to go. Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll have a first down to the 45, but the tackle comes inbounds.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Now Allen.
He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The kick is good, and can you believe this? They win it with zeros on the clock. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking, but he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So, yes, the touchdown, extremely important. Obviously, they had to have it. That was huge. But that
tonight. From GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. It's week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Tua.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Peyton Turner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, it's Tua. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped. Just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And they'll wind up getting this.
Vorko. NeoSNC site.
All the way down inside the 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Carson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
They try to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall.
And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down, going to the air with Love. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Love from the gun.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The numbers a week ago for Chase.
3 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now. Number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That's swung out to Mostert.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
We are Tech.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is on.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. These two teams all tied after one. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Brown has the first down and much more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up, unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Carson. Taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
Now a give, right side. It's Carson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On third down, it's Carson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. De'Ami Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now Jones.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Love's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now.
Love forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Love. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be second down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Tucker's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Carson the first down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Tucker with the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the Titans who get the win at home. Jameis Winston, strong in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they were winners in that one.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports?
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Love now. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one's incomplete.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Yeah, he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And some room to run now. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Love's throw complete there to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Now the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing, Love. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off a play action. Tagovailoa. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On play action, here's Tua. This is caught. It's Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Well, it's caught on the right side of Smith. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
First down, Love to pass. High throw, but the catch is made. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw now, here's Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Barkley.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. This is Smith with a grab. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Goes back to Sutton. This time completes it.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's Tua. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Devontae Smith.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
130 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Over the middle to Beckham. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Hayden Hurst. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. To throw again on 2nd down.
Tua.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final try for Tagovailoa. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.